More and more often, children in Durham are the victims of crimes and the perpetrators of them. Those new numbers were one part of the crime report the police chief presented to City Council today.
WRAL's Durham reporter Sarah Kruger shows us what leaders are considering in order to make a change.
I asked Chief Patrice Andrews after the meeting, what is the biggest problem right now? What keeps her up at night? And this was the main issue that she pointed to, saying there are so many children so young involved in really serious crimes. A 9-year-old accused in a burglary, a 12-year-old in an assault, 14-year-olds in robberies, and a 16-year-old in a homicide. Durham police are noticing more kids are suspects and victims of violent crime.
There's way too many of our children involved in very adult crimes. Those
numbers were part of the crime report Chief Patrice Andrews delivered to City Council. They are a major concern for her as a police chief who is also a mother.
I'm very concerned about their quality of life when they get to be older.
The numbers are a concern for Sherrod Johnson, too. So much so, he started a nonprofit called RNS Sports, Inc. 6 years ago to help give kids more to do.
We give them a sports outlet, but we also do mentoring programs.
Police data shows on the victim side, 24 people under the age of 18 were shot in 2022, and at least 7 were shot so far this year. It's a pain he's familiar with, saying 2 kids in his program were victims of murder.
A lot of times, parents are trying to make ends meet, and so they're not home to spend time with their children, and so they have a lot of idle time where they can go be in the streets and do other things.
He thinks the city needs more programs like his to make a dent in the numbers. Whatever it takes, Chief Andrews is all ears.
I mean, you still have to remember they're just kids. They're still just kids. So that's what keeps me up at night.
As part of the chief's crime report here today, she gave an overview of all of crime in the city in 2022, showing that violent crime overall is down year over year. She said, though, that is hard to celebrate when there is still so much violence happening in this city. Sarah Kruger, WRAL News, Durham.